Hi, English students. Welcome to our recording about how to do your conclusion for your persuasive letter. If you remember, we've already done the pre-write, and I told you not to worry about the conclusion until we were done. Well, it's time to worry about the conclusion. So go back to your pre-write. If you have this, it might be easy to copy and put into your document down below where you wrote. Here's the rough draft I did in class. Noticing that everything ties up color-wise to each of the paragraphs above and the little paragraphs above about the pre-write. Go down to where the conclusion should be. So your 3 paragraphs, your counterclaim. I'm just going to paste this right here. So, restate my opinion and my claim. Excuse me. I'm going to need to summarize my 3 reasons and give a call to action. A call to action is what I think the person should do. So it should relate back to your claim. So I'm going back up to my claim. I think that you should invite Martin Luther King Jr. to speak at our school because he's a great role model. 1, helped change society. 2, and spoke up for what he believed in. So those are the 3 pieces I want to summarize again. Just like in a regular summary, you're not going to want to state exactly the same. You want to give something different. So, in conclusion, choose a different color. In conclusion, Mrs. Dupes can't type today. Inviting Dr. King to speak at an assembly would greatly benefit the students. Restating my claim, so I need to put those reasons in there. I've stopped with that sentence, though. Greatly benefit the students. He can be viewed as a great role model, society changer, instead of saying help society change, and figure out what to do with that. Spoke up for what he believed in. Someone who was willing to stand up for his viewpoints. So I've taken 2 sentences and made them from the 1. In conclusion, inviting Dr. King to speak in an assembly would greatly benefit the students. He can be viewed as a great role model, society changer, and someone who was willing to stand up for his viewpoints. I summarized the opinion. I need to go back, though, and summarize those 3 reasons a little more. Dr. King, why was he a great role model? Well, I'm going back to my sentence that was that paragraph, rather. Great role model. Minister, led marches, gave speeches, participated in things like the boycott. How can I say that? Dr. King wrote many speeches, articles, and articles that, as well as participating in rallies and marches to demonstrate his belief in racial equality. I got 2 in there. Spoke up for what he believed in and what he did. Why is he a role model? Dr. King helped change the United States and laws regarding race relations. Period. Now, I need a call to action. So I restated my opinion, I summarized my 3 reasons, and I need a call to action. So what do I want them to do? Well, if you remember, I chose the one about having somebody come speak at the school. So I want to say, again, that I would like the principal, in this case, Mrs. Kozar, to, or just I can say, dear principal, to invite Dr. King. I already said in conclusion. Not sure what else I could say. Maybe I need to look up another one of those words I can use. What can I use? Research in conclusion. You guys are going to barely be able to see this. What's a better way to say it? Well, I can't quite see that, so I'm not going to look. But what's a better way to say in conclusion? Do I really need to say that? Probably not. So I can also just say, I encourage you, principal, look into having Dr. say his full name here, just in case she doesn't pay attention, Junior King, come speak to our student body, as I believe, see, even teachers make spelling mistakes, I believe we would all learn from this great man. Come down a couple spaces. Sincerely, Mrs. Linda D. Dupes. So again, see how I did that? Summarized, rephrased, reworked, whatever word you want to use, my claim, what I want. I did that in 2 sentences. Okay, here's my original one. Here's the 2 sentences review. Then I summarized in 2 more sentences my 3 reasons. I got all 3 in those sentences. You can remind yourself of that by looking at your first sentence of each of your paragraphs. Great role model, helped change society, spoke up for what he believed in. As well as looking at your claim. Remember, your claim is to have your 3 reasons in it too. So I got those in there. And then at the end, I put a call to action. What do I want the reader to do? What action do I want them to take? In this case, I encourage you, Mrs. Principal, to look into having Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. come speak to our student body, as I believe we would all learn from this great man. That should probably be there, or you actually can put it over here. When I was in school, this is how we learned to do it. We put it over here. Okay, like on the far right. I'm okay with whatever you want to use. So again, you can see when you're done, this letter, dear Mrs. Principal, the whole way down to the ending, will exactly match your pre-write you did. Okay, I am going to send this out along with the recording, so it should be attached to the document you have. I'll put it in a PDF form. If you have any questions, I will have office hours on Tuesday afternoon when we get back, and you can come in then. Remember, this is due on the 17th. I hope you enjoyed the video.